Sometimes laws outlive their usefulness. One of those laws, the Fair Labor Standards Act of 1938, prevents hourly workers from receiving comp time in exchange for overtime work. Comp time is vacation time equal to 1.5 times the overtime you worked. An update to this Great Depression labor law would allow hourly workers to enjoy the benefits of comp time. They could use comp time for vacation, to attend their children's activities, to care for aging parents, or for anything they need. This would be a great way to provide workers with more flexibility. Because while there are some situations where you need extra cash, there are other instances where what you really need is extra time. When the Fair Labor Standards Act was passed, most fathers worked while most mothers stayed home. That's not the face of today's workforce. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, 59% of married couple families with children have both parents employed, and 67% of single mothers with children and 81% of single fathers with children are employed. When children get sick or have doctor's appointments or have events at school, mom or dad has to take off work. Right now, that means they have to use vacation days or sick leave. Many workers have to meet the needs of aging parents, often from long distance. Comp time would give them extra flexibility to take care of these family needs without whittling away their vacation time. If Congress really cares about making things easier for middle-class parents, it should allow employers to give workers the option to use overtime pay for paid time off. Congress should pass the Working Families Flexibility Act, which would give hourly employees these same options that salaried workers and government employees already enjoy. The act would allow employees a choice between cash wages and comp time for overtime hours worked. All the existing employee protections in current law will be preserved, including the 40-hour work week and how overtime compensation is accrued. And there are additional protections. For instance, employees who want to receive cash overtime wages would continue to do so. No employee can be forced to take comp time instead of overtime pay. Workers would be free to cash out their accrued comp time whenever they choose. And at the end of the year, the employer would have to pay cash wages for any unused comp time. The Act protects employees by requiring the employer and the employee to complete a written agreement to use comp time, entered into knowingly and voluntarily by the employee. Where the employee is represented by a union, the agreement to take comp time must be part of the collective bargaining agreement negotiated between the union and the employer. Workers face many personal demands. The Working Families Flexibility Act would give them more control over their time and more freedom to meet their own and their families' needs. Karen DeLoach is a bookkeeper from Montgomery, Alabama, who wants to use her overtime to take care of aging parents and sick family members. She recently testified before the House Committee on Education and the Workforce about the real-life consequences of the current inflexible law and in favor of the Working Families Flexibility Act. She said of the proposed legislation, quote, "I keep hearing the opposition to this is that employers are going to take advantage of employees. If I've said I want my overtime to be paid back to me in time rather than in money, then I'm making that choice." It's only right that our laws governing the workplace catch up to the realities of today's workers. Thank you.